breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
What's up, everybody? With a little echo. What's up? Didn't think I was gonna make it today on the opening all my little buttons. I got like 34 different tabs to open and close, and that's why we have 3 minutes to do it. 2, 1, lift off. All right. How about that? Well, good morning, everybody. What is going on in the world out there other than fires? Oh, God. If you're not following what's going on out west, you need to turn on the news and flip through social media. There is crazy fires going on out west. What's amazing is about 3 days before this, they were predicting the possibility because of the winds and the dry air and the low humidity, and it's true. It happened, and they're fighting a lot of fires out there right now. So that's the big story in the weather world. We're going to keep an eye on that, and seeing some of those videos is so frightening to see people having to escape and see their homes on fire and just lose everything, and crazy, man. We're going to talk about snow, Mr. Philip Jones. I saw one video online about, kind of shows how it starts, man. You get 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 mile an hour winds, and you get them blowing against power lines, against trees. You get a lot of sparking, and it doesn't, all it takes is a little spark. And you know what happens when you get a lot of tree limbs bouncing off power lines, man? They eventually one of those ambers, hit something, and then you just start getting stuff flying in the air, and it's terrible. But we're gonna talk winter weather here. This is a little Hunter, man. So I got Louis with his paws up on my chair. He's jealous right now, but so we were all excited to come home to see Hunter because Hunter, we had a big story with Hunter during the Christmas season. We got him eating again. I don't know how we did that, but he started eating like a horse. The only fear was that he was losing some weight. So we got him on a little bit more active protein diet while we went away on our little cruise. When we came back, he almost gained a pound. So when you're 8.9 pounds and you gain 9.8 That's like almost 10% of your body weight in a week. So at least he didn't have any issues. That's the biggest thing. They were more worried about, why is he losing weight? Well, we just weren't feeding him enough. And you know what happens when I eat too much? So he's a little miracle. And he's getting softer. His skin, I swear, he's become like a fluffy dog all of a sudden. He's a totally different animal. Ever since this deal happened at the hospital, man, he's changed. His ears are better. He used to have this problem with his ears. He's breathing better. He's fluffier. I think they swapped him. Did they swap you, Hunter? Are you really not my Hunter anymore? But anyway, that's an update. I know y'all love Little Hunter. A lot of y'all seen Little Hunter. We named him on our show together. He's almost 5 years old, so thanks for caring, everybody. And he's doing good. But I gotta see Louie here real quick because Louie's giving me the look. Here, come here. Louie, don't forget your turn. All right. So we're gonna say hello for a few minutes, as we always do. This is our daily brew, brought to you by our best friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Ready for another year of weather tracking here, 2025. Mike's weather page. So big thanks to ABC, where you can buy your TBBC, Tampa Bay Brewing Company products. Our good friends there with the best cow zone on the planet. So who's ready for this winter weather? Oh my goodness, we got a storm brewing in Texas. Already getting some snowflakes. We're still going to chase that infamous snowflake in North Florida, maybe. Good morning over there to the Brew crew. What's up, Miss Lori Rye? How's Bermuda doing? Less is cold down in Naples. We got another cold day tomorrow. It's going to be chilly. I think we have like 3 or 4 days below 60 here. That's kind of rare. That's definitely keep the heat on weather. But anyway, definitely going to be a wintry. All right, I got that 2-week cough. I think the whole country's got. Oh, what's up, Richard Drago? How you been, buddy, up north? Hey, Harold, keeping up with those fires. 30 in Gainesville this morning. That's cold. For sure. Here's the current satellite, taking a look at what's going on. What do you think, Louie? All right, so you got that funny little line. See that big old line pushing up through Mexico? Apparently, we're renaming it the Gulf of America now. I don't know. It's just going to change my 3-digit abbreviation. Because I always put GOM. Now I'm about to put like GOA. Or just say the Gulf. For sure. But that's what we're going to talk about. We got some heavy rain on the way, upper Gulf Coast. You're going to want to pay attention to that in the next couple days. We could see some pretty heavy rains. No big storms predicted, but you never know. You can get some sneaky storms there across the upper Gulf Coast. And we're going to have some snow, man. This is very important. I just posted the Georgia weather forecast because there's people that like to snow chase. And if you live in Florida, you don't have to go far. We're talking snow south of Atlanta. Might not have reached the Florida panhandle like Mike's weather page was hyping 2 weeks ago, but close enough to say I was kind of right. Look at Teresa, yep. Look at Louie. Oh, my boy. Never thought he'd become such a jealous doggy. Got big football coming up this week. Any football fans? We got the Big Bucks on Saturday night. Minnesota on Monday. Going to be a double header for that. Pretty excited. Yeah. So we'll see. Let's see who can get the snow and who's going to get the cold and who's going to get the rain. It's such a tricky forecast. All these winter weather maps and forecasts are tricky. I'm glad I stick to tropics because Man, they're all over the place. You drive yourself crazy trying to figure out winter weather maps, right? All right, we're going to let you go now, buddy. See ya. Hey, what's up, Robert Bowman? How you doing, buddy? Snow and Jacks. There's a very outside chance for maybe a flurry, but nothing like... nothing like organized. You never know, though. Nothing official. But... all right, let's go to the Brew Crew real quick. What are you guys chit-chatting about? Oh, a lot of wins. Definitely not going to become a puppet model reader, I can tell you that. Because every weather model changes every 6 hours. And there's pointless to analyze, in my opinion, what the model's showing you, because it's going to show you something different in 6 hours. We become a forecasting based on models. models. I just want somebody to tell me, is it going to rain or is it going to snow? Right? Right. So that's what it looks like. This is a cool little map here. Just going to talk about what's cooking. Unfortunately, like we said, these huge winds out west are not good. That story out west is going to be ongoing in at least another couple days, unfortunately. These are your winter weather maps. We got cold, obviously, down in Florida. These are freeze warnings for Thursday. So we got freeze all the way down into, looks like just north of Brooksville. So these are freeze warnings for tonight through Homosassa Springs. I got a lot of friends up in Homosassa Springs. We got some freeze conditions here in lower Louisiana. We got winter weather advisories for parts of Florida, even Mobile. This is wind chill advisories pretty much. Here's your official winter watches, which are going to turn into warnings likely. Watches and warnings in winter are almost like tropics. You get initial watch, then you get the warning. I think it's confusing because it makes it sound like it might not happen, but it kind of gives them a little cushion that they're going to give themselves a few more hours before they make a warning. Morning, Mr. Lawrence. Appreciate the hello. Deb, cool day to have a birthday. That's also my daughter, Emily's. Chrissy, what day is it for? This is like a current weather map, if this is what we're looking at, Chrissy. This is a current freeze for tonight. These are current freeze for tonight also here. This down in Louisiana. And then the light blue is wind chills. So these are freeze warnings, cold weather advisories. These are all current advisories. But these watches and warnings they just issued now. So we got a large area. Dallas is in the middle of it. They're expecting to get a lot of snow. Could be a huge deal across Texas. Winter storm warning. Let's see what it says here. Let's see. 2 to 4 inches isolated up to 8 inches. So that's a lot of snow in Texas. North central, northeast Texas. Not sure how often y'all get that much snow out there, but that's happening. And it's all going to spread eastward. And we have a bunch across Arkansas. And we're starting to get winter watches. Now, these stop because of timing. Once we get another 12 hours, they're going to be pushing these more to the east. So you're going to have to keep your eye open for these new watches that are going to be listed later. They only go out X amount of hours, so it's coming. This is all coming. I mean, areas near and around Asheville, maybe towards Charlotte. So Raleigh's going to be right on that edge. Shannon, hello, good morning. Bill, ready for summer, man? Me too, dude. Millennium Golfer, for Dallas. What are we looking at there, buddy? I'm going to take a look at it with you here in a second. We'll take a look at that. Don't let me forget. We'll look at the short range. You're talking about accumulations, probably? Yes, maybe? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, because now you got me curious. Short range HRR is really good, and NAM actually in the wintertime. NAM isn't really good for much else, honestly. But in the wintertime, it's not bad. I guess we can do, let's look at, I guess, snowfall. Okay, yeah, your 48-hour accumulations are starting to really get going. This is your 48-hour accumulations here. Starting to show 7, 8, 9 inches in Texas. Crossing up into Arkansas. This goes out to Friday morning. You can see how it builds. So really not so much anything today. Louie, come here. Louie. Don't be going to that bedroom. Looks like it really starts getting going tomorrow afternoon, Thursday. Here's Thursday afternoon, tomorrow night. And it really gets going into Friday. Bam. Let's take a look at the NAM. It goes out a little bit longer. And NAM's kind of picking up on it too. So the northeast part of Texas could get some sneaky, heavy snow as this thing starts to get going. Now this is all because of this low pressure area we've been talking about. Big old broad low going off to this direction. And the colder it is to the north, it pulls in chances for good snow. Then we get a mix in the middle here, and then we get a lot of rain on the south side. That's why I've been seeing the chances of an occasional flurry possibly popping. Oh, I wanted to see what the low temperatures were real quick before we get out of here. Let me get to observations, look at temperatures since midnight. Do that. Historical. What the hell is going on here? Here we go. What the hell? Station plot. There we go. Minimum since midnight. Here we go. Minimum since midnight. Alright. So let's go to 2 times. Zoom in a little bit. So we apparently got 30 down here close to Tampa. Don't let me get any closer than that. I don't want to do historical. We just want to do latest. There we go. Clean air heating calling. What the hell they want? All right, there's that. And observations. All right, this is a little better. We get really zoomed in on this. Look at this. I love it. Oh my God, we can hit all kinds of buttons. Woo woo! Button alert! Button alert! Jeez, can you read them? Ha! All right, let's go to 3 times the size. Wow. All right. Look at that. Look how cold it got. I'm just selfishly looking at me because I didn't look at the temp this morning. But look, we were down in the 30s here in Safety Harbor and Oldsmar. 39 in Seminole. 39 all the way down to St. Pete, Madeira Beach area, man. Dylan Hubbard, were you cold down there? Treasure Island. Burr. Let's see where else we had across the strait real quick. 44 in Kissimmee. What did old Shelly get over there? What did you get, Shelly? In the 40s over there. 40 in Palm Bay. A little bit more inland. Port St. Lucie got down in the 40s. Let's see how bad it got down south. Let's see what Miami got today. 51, 52, 49. It got cold, man. 50s all the way down to the Keys. It did not even hit 60 in Key West. Look at that, 59. That was a bona fide cold front when Key West does not even get into 60s this morning. So pretty chilly. We've got some 20s here in the deep south. 29. Oh, right in and around Milton, Crestview, 29, 27. That's pretty darn cold. What was coldest in this upper Gulf Coast here? We had 20s across Louisiana. 30s across Texas. So I like this little map here. It's pretty fun to use. We can look at winds. Wind gusts. This is what's causing all the fires out west. Look at these winds. Jesus, that's nuts. 60, 40, 40, 70 mile an hour wind gusts. I don't know. These are the latest. I don't know how it's going to be But still, look at that, man. 75 mile an hour winds, 74 mile an hour winds. These are wind gusts out in California, around the Los Angeles area, causing these winds or fires to spread. So there's that. Crazy. All right, 27 in Dallas, Samantha says. Morning, Stacy Wilson. Look at 6Z. Let's see what 6Z showed. I wish rapid refresh would run 48 hours every hour. Oh, there's your 6Z. Yep. A little more smack dab on top of the Dallas area. I see that. Look at that. So, you ain't kidding. It's a 2-cat lap. It's a two cat lap morning, Linda. Shelly, did you have to cover plants last night over there? Was it a covered plant day? Hey, by the way, let's look at some forecasts here in a second. I want to show you this. I don't know. They didn't leave return address or nothing, but I had a nice letter. In fact, where did my letter go? But somebody, thank you out there, whoever did this. I would assume it was a lady, because I don't know, guys are not very crafty. I'm not very crafty, but she made me all these little ornaments that have a snapshot of us through the year. And they have little clips on them that talk about when they were taken. There's me and the dog. Stuff with the girls. Stuff with my family. There's my mom and dad. So whoever did this, I really appreciate it. They even did this one with the girls' tornado picture. So I will definitely add those to our Christmas tree next year, okay? So whoever did these, you didn't leave your name or anything, but you mailed them to me, and I really appreciate it. Took a lot of time. When I didn't see return address, I was afraid to open it. I thought I'd have to be calling some of my special friends. You know who you are. But anyway, let's talk about the weather. All right, so I like giving these broader forecasts because, man, it is impossible to pinpoint anything. And weather forecasters this year are trying to use models more than ever, and the models change, and that means their forecasts change every 6 hours. So we're going to look at these patterns of this Gulf low, which is definitely happening right now. In fact, I wonder if we can see it on the windy map. It's just a weak low, tied up to an old frontal line boundary kind of thingy. You can kind of see it here getting going. And this whole general area right here is just going to get whooshed up and pushed. It'll end up being a very broad low. But it's fascinating because it's, kind of formulating in the BOC. And if you look at this 3-day surface chart map, you can see where it gets a little low, pops it up, see it? Boop, boop, boop. Broad lows, not anything to stress about, but hey, it does create a little circulation, which pumps in a lot of extra moisture to the upper Gulf, helps that moisture wrap around, and bring some winter weather to the top side. So look at this. This is the next 3 days. This goes out to Friday morning. Lots of snow. Lots of mix in the middle. We can see some of this mix almost reaching Florida. But Georgia and Alabama, our middle parts, are definitely in the mix. Definitely in the mix. Let's go out to Thursday. Here's Friday. Look at that. It's a big old mess. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. All right. This kind of, hopefully can make some sense of this map. Hopefully. There we go. Boom. All right. So this is Thursday p.m. overnight to Thursday night. You can start to see it now. There's Florida, obviously. Starting to see maybe even a mix in the tomorrow night. The red is kind of a mix. The blue is starting to be heavy snow. And the green is heavy rain. And we even have a marginal risk of some storms possibly coming up from Texas as these storms start to come up. So this is tomorrow evening, Thursday. It starts to get going. All right, now Friday morning, this is what it's going to look like. We don't really have the snow starting yet. But there's your heavy, this is Louisiana down here. A lot of rain. There's your mix starting to get started tomorrow or Friday morning. But then the cold air is behind it. So we start out with rain. You can see the temperatures. This is Friday morning, 30s. But we got this cold front pushing this low behind. So we got the initial low pulling up into this cold front. And the cold air is coming in. It's going to help turn this green into white. Anybody in school, go to art class, and you can say, I can make green turn into white. And they're going to say, no, you can't. Say, yeah, you can. Say, what do you need? Say, I just need the 540 line. Say, what's a 540 line? Well, that's the atmospheric frost freeze line where water turns to wintry weather. And you can see this right here, 530. This is the atmosphere line. Anyway, all right, so then we get through Friday, and then boom, there's the backside, the heavy snow. Now, this is showing snow way down in almost lower Georgia. This is just one map of many. This is the WPC, I think it is. Yeah, WPC, Weather Prediction Center. Let's see if I get a different background. That's a little better. So, this is Friday night. And look at that, Friday night. Starting to see a lot of wintry weather. This is Friday night. Look at that. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Friday night. Then we get to Saturday morning. There's our front pushing through. Out of here. So, Thursday, Friday, and a little bit into Saturday. Saturday, some lingers. Now, the big question was nor'easter or not. And it always came down to a couple things. Well, one thing. Only one thing and only one thing only. This low goes that way. This low goes that way. Bingo. And right now, I don't even know what officially we're looking at. Just far enough off the coast that it's not going to do much. This is Saturday night. If this low was a little bit over the East Coast, guess what? It'd be spinning in nor'easter. But looks like it's going to be over a little bit more out of here. And bringing some coastal action Saturday night. Now, by Sunday morning, look at this. It's gone. Sunday morning, beautiful. So, everything's out of here by Sunday morning. Before the next one. We're not going to talk about the next one, because the next one's never what it says it's going to be. But we do know this one's pretty confident now, so. Lower toes. Tampa Bay area, Marla? Good question. Later Friday night. I think it'll be out of here by Saturday, maybe. So late Friday, Saturday. We'll look a little more closer at some timing here. Specifically, Saturday morning. I think more Saturday. Should be out here by Sunday. So it looks like late Friday into Saturday. But again, this is pretty feisty little low pressure. Not for storms or anything, but a lot of rain, man. This is that's almost all of Mississippi here on Friday. And there you go. Let's start looking at some snow chances. I know that's what everybody wants to see. So overall snow potential, as this thing cuts across northeast. Total snowfall here, kind of the latest now. I mean, you got some decent little numbers showing up, right? I mean, we're talking some decent numbers. There's your 10 inches there over there on YouTube where we were talking. I mean, that's a pretty high snowfall in Texas, man. 10 inches plus on the latest GFS. Anything pink is 6 inches or more. So yeah, look at that. Northern Georgia, man. Look at that. You don't get. I mean, Atlanta could have some trouble. We could see some Atlanta action Friday. That several inches, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain or snow. Northern Alabama up into Tennessee. That is a lot of snow. Now that was a 6Z. 0Z pretty damn close. Look at that. I might be going to Atlanta to do a little snow chasing. Hey, I'm getting my truck detailed today. It's almost done. I'm curious what it's going to look like. Judith, what you got me? Oh, what is that? Snow. That's white stuff. I see snow. So this is the latest GFS snow. So you can see that the whole system's kind of going that way. Not a lot to the north. This is through Saturday night. Now if you go 24-hour snow totals, you can see by we get into Sunday morning, it's pretty much out of here. A little bit lingers in the mountains. So most of this heavy stuff, late Thursday into Friday for Texas here. And then as we go across Friday and Saturday, the big snow here Friday and Saturday, with most of it ending Saturday evening, and then by Sunday it's pretty much gone. So that's pretty consistent. Those last 2 runs here, pretty darn consistent. That's a lot of snow, man. That's a lot of snow showing for Atlanta. That might shut the city down. Charlotte, you're right in the mix. I'm telling you, 4 or 5 inches. I mean, it's, you know, I like this model. Consistency. We really don't have any snow maps and tropical tidbits other than the Canadian icon. So let's take a look at the Canadian. A little less. But man, Canadian's showing a pocket near Texas that's crazy high, a foot plus. But it's showing, you know, snow way down in Bama and Mississippi there. Middle Georgia. Not the best model. Icon, about the same. Heavy Texas. Oklahoma, Arkansas there. Down in Georgia. Georgia! If you want to take the kids snow chasing, Georgia is where it's at if you live in Florida. I wouldn't go too far north, man. You might see it. I'd stay out of Atlanta, man. Them roads shut down. I got to do a video about this. I have a feeling. There's so much going on. You ever get so much stuff going on that you just get overwhelmed sometimes? Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, oh my God. You look at the date and you're like, oh my God. I'm getting to be that point. Brad Panovich says mostly ice. Well, yeah. I mean, he's the big dog up there. I'm not a huge weather winter guy, but when it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it might be a duck. Man, I'm clicking all kinds of stuff here. All right, let's go to new snowfall. And turn off the barbs. Fast forward about a 2-day spread. Louis, what are you doing, buddy? You look a little anxious. Here you go, potty. Emily. Oh, God, she would. All right, let's see here. Let's see what the snowfall. Let's go to here. Thursday to Sunday morning. All right. So here's Dallas forecast from the Euro. Definitely showing 4 inches plus. Heavy snow across Arkansas. Here's your snow through Birmingham, 2.5. Look at Atlanta, 2.5. But this is obviously such a fine line of that 4 to 2 inches. Click over here to Charlotte, 1.9. I mean, that's, I don't know. You know, I mean, it might not stick. Maybe, yeah, right. I don't know. But there's 2 inches in Nashville. Knoxville's getting 3 inches. Nashville, 4 inches. We go to GFS. A little less than Charlotte. This is the latest. We're looking down in Georgia. This is new snowfall. Hold on a minute. Let me go. Snow depth. Let's look at that. Let's see what this looks like. Kind of puts it right here. So yeah, I mean they're still showing maybe an inch in Charlotte. 2 inches down in Atlanta, maybe. There's Texas, 2-3 inches, 4 inches in Paris. So you kind of get the idea where the line's going to be here. Let's see what the old tricky, sneaky Florida flurry chances are. See, look at these little guys. See these little guys over here? What is those little guys? Is that snowflakes? I can't tell. No, that's like a mix. But there's the big stuff. Look at that, Friday morning. Heavy rain across Louisiana there. Definitely. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. We're going to have a lot of rain Friday morning, Thursday night, Friday morning there across Louisiana. That rain could make it to Friday night here across Mobile. And yeah, right there. Look, smack that. Look at that. So, good timing. Friday night. Heavy rain across Upper Gulf. And looks like the models are all over that. Here's your snow. Let's see if we get anything on the backside. Sneaking in. It'd be about right here. Right here, right here, right here, right here. You see anything yet? No. Nothing. Oh, here we go. Maybe right here. Oh, right there. Oh, where is it? There it is. I saw it. Boom. Okay. So, hey, snowflake. Saturday morning. It's always been overnight Friday to Saturday morning if you're going to get anything across the backside of these winds. You'll start to see the winds blowing in from the northwest. That's the cold air. And we'll have just any precipitation left in place. You could get a flurry. And that's not Florida. It's so close. Oh, so close. See that little dot right there? That's called stretching it. Now we got the afternoon models coming. Here's that rain across Florida. So Saturday could be a little juicy on Saturday across southeast Florida. So we were talking about this Monday because of the Bucks game. It definitely looks awesome. The weather could not be better for Sunday night. Here's your mix of snow on Saturday morning. So Brad's the guy to listen to up there. I mean, they're showing snow here Friday night, but you have rain mixed with it. It's going to be interesting. But it's definitely going to be, definitely going to be snow in Charlotte. Somebody's going to see snow in Charlotte, guaranteed. These winter watches and advisories will spread eastward by tonight, so we'll have new watches eastward. You have an ABC, Ramona. Where's that at? Yay, ABC. Oh, man, Dee Dee. Yeah, we talked a lot about California. Oh, Mama's up north of Atlanta. You're going to see snow. Maybe I'll take some Frosted Flakes cereal and throw them up in the air and film it. Anyway, hey, it's 10 o'clock. I don't believe it. Mike, have you seen it so much where it goes from snow to ice when the temps are in the upper? Yeah, Derek, Ice is tricky, man, because it's a lot to do with the ground temps and, precipitation, warming right before ground levels, and then freezing. It would take it takes a warm rain in the 20s with, and it all has to do with the level, chop the level layers of atmosphere up to get, the correct temperatures on snow to rain and then ice. Because once the snow falls and it doesn't melt, then you don't get ice. But if that ground's still freezing and that water comes down and it's, not snow, and it comes down as rain, but the ground's still frozen, and the air's still freezing, then yeah, it could happen. That's why, the ice is always a concern with anytime you get warm Gulf low pressure systems pulling up because of the warm Gulf air. I got some ice maps on my site, though, you can take a look at. They aren't too bad right now. Where do they go? Oh, gotta refresh. There they are. So here's some of the ice maps I got. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't want to say it's not bad, but, it just stops at the Alabama state line. What's up with that? Alabama must have invisible ice shields. Look. All of a sudden it just stops for Alabama. But anyway, these are ice maps. So yeah, you got to be a little concerned, cautious of that, obviously. All the time. Anytime we get quarter inch or plus is when it really gets newsworthy to talk about. So Madison Crane, hello, Friday. What am I going to do? So that's that. Remember, hey, one cool tool on the page here, NWS forecast points. If you click on that, you can get detailed weather information pinpointed, and it's pretty fancy. So let's go up here to Dothan. Let's see if they show any winter weather. So you click on the town or wherever you want to click at, and you get all this weather populated, custom to you. And then you watch the little wheels spin around, little hamster. And here's your temperatures. So there's your minimum temperatures on Saturday to Sunday, 28. So obviously things are starting to freeze, wind max, precipitation. So, there's a 6% chance of something on Sunday. Well, it'll be 28, so you can tell there'd be possible precipitation in the form of wintry weather. Wind speed, wind gust, precipitation, wave height, all this good stuff here. So snowfall, obviously nothing in inches. Ice, no ice accumulation. But they give you a good daily detail breakdown of wind chills and temperatures and chances of rain and all that stuff. So, all right, so that's it. I'm out of here. Don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see if I go out of town or not. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. No, Richard, I messed that up. My mistake, Richard. I had to do the same thing today. I lost my YouTube link. I'm glad you noticed it because I noticed it this morning. I got to put it back. I don't know where it went. It used to be right here. It's gone. So I put my YouTube link just for you, Richard. So, hey, Mama D. Yeah, well, the higher up elevation you go, you get more snow. It's colder the higher up you go. So that's typically why the mountains obviously see snow. I didn't even really understand that years ago. I didn't think about it. I didn't really think about it. But higher elevations, or colder, drier. Usually, and moisture could stay up there a little bit longer than it can on the ground level. So, all right, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Friday. Remember, I'll always put on here when our next daily brew is, right here, next daily brew. We're a little more structured in the regular season, but the next couple months are going to be really hectic for me up until about Daytona 500. So that's the way it goes. All right, have a great day. We'll see you